since Femi Otedola announced his book. It's something that has been trending online. It's this thing about being privileged, right? How rich people write books for poor people to read, and some people just have this privilege, and because of that, they don't have the right to speak about certain things. And I think it's very dumb to think like that. I think it's very, very foolish to think that way. This is why. If you say only poor people that make it out of the trenches should write books about making it out of the trenches, that's okay. Because rich people did not make it out of the trenches. But guess what? There are things that rich people know about people that stay in the trenches all their lives. Because they employ them. Yes. Because they work for them. So there are lessons you can learn from rich people, whether you are poor or rich. That don't make no sense to say because a rich person writes a book about Agege or Mushin. These are rough places in Lagos, if you know Lagos, right? That they don't have any idea of what it means. Guess what? They might not stay there. They might not know how it felt to live here, but there are lessons that you can learn and apply to your life. You that is poor, that don't know it's just open your mouth. Secondly, and I close with this. Thankfully came from a rich family. Tony came from a wealthy or a well-to-do family. Otedola's father was Kini. Bro, should I tell you something you don't know? You have parents. If you don't have parents, you grow up with a shelter over your head. There are people who don't have these things and they feel like just having a father and a mother is 10x. See, it's 10x for them. It's 100 steps ahead of life. Just having a father and a mother. Guess where they grew up? On the road, on the streets. There are people who hawked pure water that would have begged anything to just have a normal childhood, not hawking pure water throughout that childhood. Yet you don't consider that as a privilege. That's the truth. You are looking at growing up in a mansion as a privilege. That your current state, having parents as little as that, having hands and legs, are privileges that people would kill for. But you are grateful for life, but you don't consider that as a privilege. Every single person who is watching this video is privileged in some way. You just have to be resourceful enough and continue doing whatever you're doing and make it out of the trenches. Come on. I don't know why people are coming out to crucify. It don't make no sense. Do you understand? Bro, you went to school, you went to primary school, you went to secondary school. You are probably in university right now, or you're done with university, and you don't still consider all those things as a privilege. Why? It's because it's Nigerian school. It's 1 year. You had the littlest form of education. There are people who are millionaires right now who probably never went to secondary school and universities in Nigeria. And then because of that, there are certain ways that they speak till now as adults that still affects them. But you, with your life that you are grateful for, you don't consider any of it as a privilege. Tell me why. Because you keep looking and measuring by different standards what a privilege is. Stop doing that rubbish. Buckle up, whatever situation, whatever you're going through in life, whatever place you find yourself, you are privileged. All you need to do is lock in. Continue doing that thing. Become so good at it. Use social media, promote yourself that the world will not deny how good you are at that thing. You become great. What's all this crying and yapping all about? Nepo baby, lapo baby. Stop.